What's our sound effects to go on to the next topic?
Oh dang! Hold on. That's all I got right there. Some ninja stuff.
Mixing it up. All right, so next topic. Pusha T. He got ambushed on stage a couple of weeks ago in Canada.
Oh, shit.
He got ambushed.
In Canada?
In Canada. So,
you know. Flapping heads and they got bacon?
Right. Canada ain't never even been known to be like rough like that. Yeah. So he was performing somewhere in Canada and people started throwing water and beer and all types of stuff on stage, and then they wind up all jumping off the stage down into the crowd, fighting people. So when it was all over, you know, Pusha was like, he blamed it on Drake. He didn't say his name, but he was like, yeah, we know what this is. He sent his little goons to try to stop the show and blah, blah, blah. You know, he's probably talking about Drake. So, because that's Drake's home country, you know what I mean? Yeah, so, I don't know. I mean, Drake might have, but I don't know. I would hope not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought they killed that shit.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, even him saying, even Pusha said back, I mean, even back at the Nas listening party in the summer, he's like, hey, we good. You know, it is what it is. I mean, I know it wasn't like, oh, you know, we gonna be hugging and we brothers and all that, but like, hey, you know, I'm over here, he over there.
Right.
You know.
So yeah, I mean, I think these might have just been some stands in the audience who just riding. I mean, now Drake, he does come off as a little petty because when he did the LeBron James documentary where he was still talking about the whole situation, you could tell he was still mad about it. So I think that, you know, he still got some harbored feelings about it, but I'm hoping he wasn't, you know, petty enough that he would send people to the show to heckle him and, you know, try to cause trouble like that. You know what I mean? So you never know. But yeah, so there's footage of it, you know, on YouTube and all types of stuff where you see Pusha on stage and people just start throwing stuff at him. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. So y'all need to check that out. But yeah, I'm hoping they can just let it go. You know, it's not going to be no continuation of that beef because it's old now. You know, I really believe what Pusha said that OVO 40 was the one that gave that information up. I don't really believe it was Kanye. You know what I mean? I really do believe him when he say that. So, if anything, you need to holler at your boy. You know what I mean? Holler at your boy. So, all right, next topic. That's enough for Pusha T and Drake. We don't want to fuel that too much. Sound effects is in the building.
We talking about shit.
But the reggae star Buju Banton is out of prison right now. He just got released within the past 48 hours. And he served an 8-year prison bid.
Yep. Oh yeah, we gotta do that.
Yeah. Bomba Clyde. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, he served the 8-year bid and just got out, and basically he's ready to do some music, and he's thankful that the fans have been supporting him. And he was in there because of cocaine possession and weapons charges. Now, when they went to trial and all of that, they said the judge decided to drop the weapons charges. So he basically just got convicted on the cocaine drug possession. So, you know, hopefully, you know, he leaving all that stuff alone. And I don't know if he was set up or anything, but you know how it is, man. So he's a street dude, so he might have been mixed up in that. I don't know. But, you know, he always made good music. If you're not familiar with reggae music, you need to go check him out. Reggae, dance hall, you know, he was all in that. You know what I mean? Buju Banton is a mega star when it comes to reggae and hip-hop. So he's done songs with quite a few hip-hop artists. So be on the lookout for some new music from him. You familiar with any of his work?
I'll be honest with you, I'm not. Yeah. As far as like the reggae, you know, Cause like I'm more, you know what I'm saying, more traditional hip hop and stuff. I mean, I'm just being honest. But I mean, I respect reggae though, because if it wasn't for reggae, it wouldn't be hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Reggae is just like another form of hip hop. You know what I mean? Because they not singing, they doing their patois over the beat. You know, in a lyricism type way a lot of times, especially like Damian Marley. Oh man, Damian Marley be getting it in. He rap like a rapper, you know what I mean? So that dude be going in. But so yeah, look out for some new music by Buju Banton. I'm sure he's gonna be releasing something pretty soon. Let's go to our next topic. Boom.
All right.
Next topic is Kevin Hart and the Oscars. Kevin Hart, you know, he was very excited about a week ago when he got told that he was chosen to host the Oscars. Said it had always been a dream of his, it had always been a goal of his, and so he was just about to accomplish that when he got a call from the Oscars committee saying that they went through his Twitter account and found some old tweets where he was sounding homophobic and talking about gay people and using the F word, the FAG word, and all of that. You know what I mean? So now they contacted him and was like, yo, we want you to go out there and release a public apology or else we going to shut it down.
And he said...
That's what he said. I'm not apologizing for nothing. You know what I mean? So, and I'm proud of him for that because, and I'm going to tell you why. He said that he's already addressed this stuff, which he has. If you really pay attention to Kevin Hart over the years, he's done interviews with Oprah and everybody else, and he's always talked about that stuff. You know, I made mistakes in the past, and I said stuff, and I apologize for it, blah, blah, blah. So he doesn't need to apologize. He's already addressed this stuff.
And that's why he gets.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So I'm really happy that he, you know, sticking to his guns because they want you to sometimes be treated like a pet. You know what I mean? Do what Master says and you'll get a treat.
Stay in your place.
Stay in your place.
Don't question nothing.
Yeah. So he was like, you know, as much as I want to do it, I don't care. I'm not going to re-apologize for something that I've already addressed.
And and really, not only as black men, y'all need to start doing that for real.
Yeah,
really,
stand up for yourself.
Yeah, because really on the real, they really trying to push this like, you know, they can say shit, but we can't say shit. And I'm not downing gay people or anything like that. You should have rights and stuff to say what you want to say and do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa, you know, but, you know, you can't just, you know, just because someone says something, you got to understand that climate back in those days, things were different. I'm not saying they're right. I mean, because, hell, you wouldn't want, you know, white people come up here and call us niggas all day. Right. I get that.
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, that was a different climate then. Yeah. It was, you know, now it's a little bit more accepted. So when he said it back in that climate then, nobody cared. You know, not really. But now you're going to dig something up. And like you said, I remember watching the Oprah, I think it was an Oprah interview. I forgot what it was, but it was on her network.
Yeah, it was
like he said out of his mouth, I don't make, you know, I pretty much make fun of myself. And I don't make fun of the gay community. And that's what he, you know, because he was trying to be smart with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he knew and he understood that, hey, these guys got positions and prominent power. I can't really say nothing about these guys like that. So, and they'll get offended. So,
And the thing is, you know, the way I look at it too, because a lot of celebrities are coming to his defense. You know, Snoop Dogg came to his defense. DL Hughley, they all have gone on their social media and said they ride with him. But the fact is, the dude is a comedian. So he's gonna joke about stuff. You know, just like when Gilbert Godfrey lost his Geico sponsorship. Remember?
Oh, God!
You know, it's like, yeah, I get it. What he said, you know, wasn't quite right, but it's jokes. You know what I mean? He's not really trying to offend. He's just trying to get you to laugh and say it's not that serious. And so Kevin Hart it's jokes, man. I mean, it's all jokes. And I mean, he's not really trying to be homophobic. You know, he just used it in light humor. You know what I mean? So it's like nobody looked at him as, oh man, he don't like gay people. Nobody who likes Kevin Hart ever thought that. You know what I mean? So it's all in the name of comedy. So for y'all to just pull a plug, you know, y'all get that. You know what I mean?
Fuck the Oscars, first of all. Bunch of dry ass white people talking about, I'm going to sit at the dinner table and use my napkin and use some of my famous cutlery, and you have to get out the house, Henry. Oh shit! I love the immersion. I love the immersion. Yes.
Yo,
get the fuck out.
So I probably won't even watch, man, because I normally like to watch stuff like that, especially if they got a good host. But it's like it's always something, you know what I mean? They always try to find something. So
people that need to win don't win.
Yeah,
really,
exactly.
I mean, be some dry ass movie or something.
And here's another thing that Kevin Hart said about it that I really, you know, I like what he said. He said basically, if you had somebody who was willing to snoop and go through all of my old tweets from years and years and years ago, why couldn't they go through and find the same videos where I apologized already and addressed it already? Exactly. Cut them down, man. Come on, man. Cut it out. It's like y'all need to stop playing those games. Y'all just looking for reasons. And it's like the dude, like he said, he's already addressed it. So for y'all to go through all of that, you know, you could have just went in and said, well, I see where he apologized for it, so I guess we can let it go. You know what I mean? But no, that's all you worried about is that he said something. Just trying to be able to hold something over somebody's head and all of that good stuff. So it's whack, man.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know what they need to do? They need to start digging in them motherfuckers' past and be like, hey, remember when you did this?
Right.
Remember you did that? That's what they need to start doing, like, shit.
Yeah,
We're
man.
trying to hope, man. That's some
I mean, it don't matter who it is, man. If you go in their past, you're going to find something. You know what I mean? You go in my past, you're going to find something.
I did
you know
dirt.
I mean? Yeah, we all do it. It's just like...
That's human nature. We all do dirt.
Yeah, it's like, but let it go. I mean, this is stuff from like 2010,
yeah,
2009.
People grow, people change.
Yeah.
People like, okay, well, you know what? This may not be good, not only for me, but this is detrimental to somebody else. So I need to stop. I need to stop this.
So it is what it is, man. I support Kev. I'm glad he backed out and just stood up for himself because he could have.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. He could have easily said, you know what? I'll do a public apology because I want to make this little check. But he ain't money hungry like that. You know what I mean? He already made money, so he don't need y'all to make money.
Making money off the what we call it.
He making plenty of money, man. So that man ain't hurting for nothing, and y'all not hurting his career with that mess. So it is what it is, man. But oh yeah, I got one more topic to talk about with y'all real quick. So apparently, I'm just finding out about this today. There was a supergroup formed back in like 2012, 2013 called Czarface. And it's a group of 3 people. It consists of Inspektah Deck from Wu-Tang, and 2 other guys, a dude named LS and a dude named Esoteric. I'm not familiar with the other 2, but you know, they've dropped a few albums since 2013, and I'm just now finding out about this. You know what I mean? We both are. So their group, Czarface, is built like kind of like MF Doom, if you're like familiar with him and his persona, which is a comic book character, you know, and like Ghostface Killer with that persona, you know, it's like a comic book character. So Czarface has been doing albums since 2013, and what came to my attention was that earlier this year, in March, they did a compilation album with MF Doom called Czarface Meets Metalface, and it was dope. I heard it earlier. Somebody downloaded it on YouTube, so y'all need to check that out, support that, you know what I mean? And now, fresh off of that, earlier this year, now he's they're dropping another album called Czarface Meets Ghostface. Yeah. So they about to do a combo album with Ghostface. They just released the first single from that called Iron Claw. And when I heard the title, I was like, oh, that just sound dope. That sound like straight Wu-Tang. I ain't even realized dude was Inspektah Deck in a group, but I knew it kept sounding familiar. So,
man, that's the rebel.
Yeah, I'm going to show y'all some pictures real quick. So here's a picture of the album that they did with MF Doom.
That's dope.
That's dope right there. Yeah. MF Doom, Czarface meets Metalface. And then here's the cover art for the new single with Ghostface. Czarface and Ghostface.
God, you gotta love that.
Yo, that's dope, man.
I mean, that's good for not even just like, hip hop.
Exactly, man. And so they also, from what I understand, Czarface also has an official Marvel comic of their own. So I'm gonna do some more research of that and post about it. I'm gonna post some of their music in the page so y'all can check that out too. So definitely be on the lookout for that, man, because that's real hip hop right there. MF Doom, he one of the dopest lyricists out there. He don't get enough credit, man. So I'm mad that, all this time flew by and I didn't even know about this album or the supergroup. You know what I mean? So this was like back in March of this year when they did the Czarface meets Metalface. And they're about to, for the first part of 2019, they're about to do the Czarface meets Ghostface. So be ready, because that's going to blow your mind right there.
But yeah, that's another thing too I was going to mention, and I meant to write this down, but Immortal Technique is out with, of course, it's not really his project. He just jumped on the project on like the chorus. They got a new New York anthem coming out. Well, that's already out.
Yeah.
And one of the guys from Ultramagnetic MCs is actually like looking the track. And I'm trying to remember who else is on there because they went on Lord's Series yesterday and they were talking about it. But from what I heard, man, it's a banger for y'all cats in NY, man.
Yeah,
good jams.
Immortal Technique is that dude, man. Y'all need to not sleep on him. So definitely go check that out, man. Because
man, he was just like yesterday. One, because I ain't really heard from like Immortal Technique in a while. I was really just good hearing him and hearing him on the radio. And he was just actually talking about, hey man, we gotta do some more stuff. And I'm working these streets and I'm trying to work to keep people off of prison, out of prison and stuff. And you know what I'm saying? And he addressed, there was a couple of other things he addressed, especially like the PTSD.
Yeah.
And he said that's not just for soldiers, that's for people that, went home and went in the jail cells and all that stuff too.
Anybody can get PTSD, man. It's anything that's traumatic that really mentally was traumatic for you can really cause PTSD, you know what I mean? So
let me make this clear before they're like, man, but I'm not taking that light for the soldiers. I have thank you for fighting, because I don't, I couldn't go through all that.
Yeah.
I don't even want to imagine, you know what I'm saying? Because I know what you had to do or have to do under orders, and I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
So, but I just don't want y'all to think that I'm not limited. It is not limited to you guys with the PTSD. There's other things that go on, that's all we're saying.
Yeah.
We as a people, and we just need to get together and heal from that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, man. It's a serious issue, man. So, like you said, we need to get past that. So, but yeah, so that's pretty much all of our topics for the day, man. But y'all stay on top of this music, man. From these real hip hop artists like MF Doom, Czarface, Ghostface. I mean, all these people, man. People need to keep them relevant so that the younger generation will understand where all this comes from. So, And
I got that Meek Mill album.
Yeah, Meek Mill.
Yeah.
Get that new album. All the new albums we've been telling y'all about, man. Support those, man, because these artists need support. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be just what's on the radio. Because a lot of what's on the radio is just getting paid for. You know what I mean? They're paying for those radio plays, those spins. You know what I mean? So I'm over that.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, Just remember, you know, just because something is played on the radio 100 times a day don't mean it's hot. It's just they trying to get it into your little subconscious.
Somebody paid for the payola.
Right. Payola. You know what I
mean? Yeah. So basically that.
Yeah. So you know what I mean? So I don't respect that. You know what I mean? I want my joint to be played because people like it. Because if the radio was doing their homework and keeping up with people like MF Doom, they would play stuff like that. Instead of just saying, oh, we're going to play what we paid to play. You know what I mean? So, and
that's the thing about the radio station, not to cut you off, but, you know, when we was coming up in hip-hop, man, like, people wanted to hear, like, something new and fresh. And it wasn't just about, like, oh, well, we're going to play this guy because he's getting all the views. Right. Some people, man, they used to play dudes who were like, hey, this cat nice. Yeah. Let me just hear what he about and let's just put him on the radio. Right. You know, it used to be like that. But now it's like, oh, well, you got to have a following. And then, you know, the whole, like, and which I'm not knocking the YouTube kids, the YouTube generation. It's just, you know, people, and, you know, and I understand it because, like, it's easier to get to that crowd because they already got a branding and they already got somebody behind them. I get that. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just used to be like, hey, let's get this guy on kind of just doing it. Like, this shit is good.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's not that too much anymore. Everything is, you know, it's numbers and statistics and everything now.
Yeah.
You know, but it is what it is.
It is what it is, man, you know. You know what, real quick, before we sign off,